Let's now solve some questions on the test process section. Designing and prioritizing test cases occurs during which activity in the fundamental test process? So we design and prioritize our test cases in test design. Defining and prioritizing test conditions based on analysis of the test bases occurs during which activity in the fundamental test process? Test planning, test analysis, test design, test completion. Defining and prioritizing test conditions happens in test analysis. Checking whether all defect reports are closed occurs during which activity in the fundamental test process? We check our defect reports in test completion after execution. Comparing actual results with expected results occurs during which activity in the fundamental test process? We compare our actual results with expected results in test execution. Developing and prioritizing test procedures occurs during which activity in the fundamental test process? After we design our test cases, we prioritize them in test procedures in test implementation. Checking test results and test logs against specified coverage criteria occurs during which activity in the fundamental test process? We check our test results and test logs in test monitoring and control. Let's now see some questions about work products. Test plans are considered as which type of test work products? Test planning work products, test monitoring and control work products, test analysis work products, test design work products. Of course, it is test planning work products. Test progress reports are considered as which type of test work products? Test progress reports are part of test monitoring and control work products. Test conditions are considered as which type of test work products? Test planning, test monitoring and control, test analysis, or test design. Of course, it is test analysis. Test cases are considered as which type of test work products? Test planning work products, test monitoring and control work products, test analysis work products, test design work products. Test cases are part of test design. Test suites are considered as which type of test work products? Test implementation, test execution, test completion, or test design. Test suites are part of test implementation. After designing the test cases, we create test procedures and test suites and then we execute them. Defect reports are considered as which type of test work products? Test implementation, test execution, test completion, or test design. Defect reports are part of test execution work products. Our last question, test summary reports are considered as which type of test work products? Test implementation, test execution, test completion, or test design. It is test completion, but notice that test summary reports are part of both test completion and test monitoring and control.